Hello, this is Liam, and this is my student video journal number 7. So for this problem, it's area problem. We're trying to optimize this amount of space so that it's the maximum amount of area the farmer can make using 1,800 foot of fence, and we don't need any fence for this because he's using the river at it. He said, but we have three of the width fences because where he wants to separate the goats and the cows. So it's still an area thing. So we have area equals length times width, and then we need to set up the constraint. So it would be length plus 3 width equals 1,800, because that's the amount of fencing he has, and the length of this plus the width plus the width plus the width has to equal 1,800 foot of fence. So then let's solve for the length. So the length, that would be L equals 1,800 minus 3W. And then, that's the length, so we could plug that into the area formula. So we got the area, and then I'm going to move the W to this side to make it easier. And then we just have 1,800 minus 3W. Then you can multiply that out. That's 1,800W minus 3W squared. And then after that, you could take the derivative. So that'd be, let's see, 1,800. So that doesn't look much like an 8, but whatever. And then minus 6W. Alright, and yeah, that's the derivative. And pretty sure after that, you would set that equal to 0. So that would be 1,800 minus 6W equals 0. And then that would be negative 6W. Or we'll just make them both positive because I'm subtracting the 1,800. So that'd just be positive 1,800. And then divide that. That should just be, that's 300 if I did that in my head correctly. So now we know what the width is. Each it's still blurry. Each width is 300. And then to solve for the length, we know that the length equals this minus 3W. So that'd be 1,800 minus, let's see, L equals 1,800 minus 3 times 300, which would be 900. So that would equal, the length would equal 900. So that means, let's see what it's asking for here. It says, what is the maximum amount of pasture? So that we got to multiply the length times the width, but these are the dimensions here. The length would equal 900, and then the width would equal 300. I don't know why it's so out of focus. There we go. All right. So now we just got to multiply, and there's three widths. So we just got to do the length. It's still the length times the width because it's just the area. So 900 times 300. I'm using Desmos for that. That'd be 900 times 300. 270000. 270,000. All right, yeah. So 270,000 feet squared. That's the final answer. That's the maximum area that he can use when you optimize it.